Casimero is out of the fight. This is the second time this has happened. There is a replacement opponent in Jonas Sultan, so there is an opponent for you. It's not Casimero. Just talk to me about your initial thoughts on where you're at the moment.
This time, to be honest with you, it hasn't shocked me in the slightest. It did in Dubai. I was the only one saying in Dubai he'll make weight, and it shocked me that it didn't. This time, it hasn't fazed me in the slightest. My dad came round the house before, he said, "What's your thoughts?" I said, I am really not bothered. Whoever I'm in the ring with on that night is getting it, do you know what I mean? I'm in that tunnel vision now. I'm fighting on Friday night, no matter what. Last time it was a bit hard, it was sprung on us within a matter of hours. But this time I'm fully focused.
Because in Dubai, it was later on in the week, I think it was weigh-in day,
yeah.
that you know, it was off. Now it's a little, not much, but a little bit earlier. Do you feel like, and you sort of prepared yourself for it, that you are in a better position to cope with that?
Yeah, I think we had 8 weeks, and with the 8 weeks that this got announced, Sultan was always there. The WBO announced that he'd be a fill-in if any problems with Casimero, and I've always been prepared for that. It's always been in the back of my mind. I haven't sat there and trained for him, but I've watched him. I watched him when it first got announced, and I've been watching him today as well.
What are your thoughts on Casimero now, after everything that's happened?
He's a rat, isn't he? He's just a pure rat. Everything he does in life is just horrible. He's wanted in the Philippines for charges out there. He does that in Dubai. I know there was a load of stuff going on when he boxed Tete over in Birmingham. That's why his brothers aren't allowed visas over. And then this again, he's childish, to be honest with you. He's a 33-year-old man, and he's filming everything and slamming it all over the internet. I mean, if you're going to go in a sauna, keep it discreet. Don't let anyone see what you're doing. But he plasters everything everywhere, as he did in Dubai.
So the WBO going forwards now, what do you think their best stance is on it? What do you think that they rightly should do?
They should do exactly what they said they'd do 8 weeks ago. Any problems with Casimero, strip him, and I box Sultan for the title. That is exactly what should happen. So we're going to have to find out within the next day or two and see what happens, but that's exactly what should happen. They should stick to the word. It could have been a mistake in Dubai. Everyone that was in and around close knows it wasn't, but on the WBO's behalf, they're giving him a chance, and he's blew his chance here in Liverpool.
Would you, obviously you want to fight for the full world title, if they offered an interim alternative or an alternative to the title, what would your stance be?
Yeah, I'm going in there, I'm fighting. I'm fighting Friday night. I've had it in my head for 8 weeks, I'm fighting, doesn't matter. Interim title, world title, I'm in and I'm giving Liverpool crowd what they want.
So the replacement opponent, Sultan, you've watched a little bit of him. What do you make of him as a fighter?
Good fighter, strong fighter. He's beat Casimero, so he's shown his level there. I know he's lost to a couple of kids that he shouldn't have lost to, but he's a good fighter. He's a bullish fighter. He comes forward, he likes to try and take you out. What I've seen of him, yeah, he's really good. But as what I've watched today, there's weaknesses there, and I've spotted them straight away, and his weaknesses are my strengths, so that's what I'll be taking in on Friday night.
Have you been in camp for a long time now, just straight through?
I had Christmas off. As soon as I got back from Dubai, I had Christmas off, and I got straight back in. Getting straight back in probably prepared me a lot better for this fight than I had preparation for the first Casimero fight, because I didn't feel great 7 weeks out, 8 weeks out from the first Casimero fight. This time, 7, 8 weeks out, I was flying, and Joe's had to hold me back at times. But this time, I'm feeling good. I felt great last time, but this time I'm feeling a little bit better.
What does it mean to you to be fighting for another world title? You know, at this stage in your career, what does it mean to you?
This is the big one for me. The first world title that I won in Newcastle, that was massive. Of course, it was massive. I went up a weight to challenge for the title, but this is huge. I win this, I know I'm going into my next fight as a champion. I've never had that chance before. When I won against Stewie Hall, I always knew I was vacating the title, so I never really had the chance to go in as the champion or ever hear them words and still. So this is huge for me, and this one I've prepared for properly this time. I've actually got a game plan.
and you're not obviously going to say what that is now, but you are fighting in Liverpool, and there's going to be a crowd there for you.
Yeah.
How much does that mean?
Listen, I love the crowd. Ever since I've been a kid, Maka, my amateur coach that still does the corner with me now, he never used to like it really as a kid because he used to play up to the crowd, and I'm one of them fighters that if I find the fight's boring but I'm winning, I've got to go and try and make it a little bit entertaining, and I think I'm sort of snapping out of that now after all these years of boxing. I'm thinking of how to win it. I think my crowd would rather me win the fight than being a 50-50 war. Do you know what I mean? I think they'd rather see me with my hand raised with an easy win rather than a 50-50 war.
Providing you get the win on Friday night, you get that world title, what then for you? You know, there's a few other champions in the division. Probellum themselves have got Donaire,
yeah.
So that could be a possible fight. But there's, what route are you looking at? What are you wanting?
If it was to win on Friday and obviously hold the world title, the WBO World title, obviously a defence, because I know Inoue and Donaire are challenging for the other 3 titles. Get a defence in, and then we look at a big massive showdown to unify the division. It's huge. The Ring magazine's on the line as well, so it would be potentially 5 belts. That'd be absolutely massive. Japan if Inoue was to win, Las Vegas if Donaire was to win.
And is that still, after all you've achieved in your career, and you're now fighting for another, you still just have bigger and bigger ambitions? Of
course, you've always got to set goals for yourself. I'm the same now. Like, I train the amateurs and I set myself goals that we're always in and around finals, semi-finals, and you'd always try and beat what you'd done the previous year. And I'm exactly the same with my career. I always want to strive and push on and do a little bit better. And even if it's running in the gym, I've got to beat the next man on me on the treadmill. If he's on speed 20, I've got to be on speed 21. I've always got to push myself, and that's the same with my career.
An interesting thing that not many people might know about you is that as well as boxing, you do actually play a bit of league football as well.
I manage on a Saturday, yeah. We've got a team, we've just won the league. We've got a cup final on the 2nd of May. So I manage our Saturday team. I've stopped playing over the last couple of seasons, partly because I was going in the gym on a Monday. I'd be sparring, I'd be shaking my legs, and Joe would be like, "What's up with you?" I'd be like, "Oh, I played football Saturday, Sunday, my legs are killing me." That'd be like in the middle of December, and obviously the ground's heavy. So I stopped playing for that reason. But I like my snooker, I like my pool, darts, you name the sport, and I'll throw my hand to it.
So you're successfully managing a football team?
Yeah, every single season we've won something. We've either done the double or we've won the league. We've never not won the league. We've just been promoted last season. So we just won this league, we're going up a league now, so hopefully a few more trophies to come for us.
All the guys going to come to the fight on Friday night?
They're all here Friday night, yeah, they'll all be cheering. We've had to cancel our game on the Saturday because they'll all be on the drink, so we're not playing Saturday.
So what is your prediction for your performance Friday night?
It'll be a dominant performance. We've worked really hard. Doesn't matter who I've got in front of me on Friday night. It'll be dominant, and Paul Butler's hand will be raised.
Do you think that we haven't seen the best of Paul Butler yet?
Yeah, I do believe we haven't seen the best of me. I think Sultan will probably bring that out of me on Friday. I think I've never, if I know I'm going in there to win, well, I should win. You never really see the best of me. Rodriguez, you didn't see the best of me. I had 4 weeks' notice. I had to take off 2 stone. I failed weight. I was a shadow of myself. That was horrific, to be fair. My other loss was Tete. I didn't have a game plan going into it. I had to bring my own sparring partners in. So yeah, I think when I boxed Stuart Hall the second time under Joe, I think that was a dominant performance, and I think you'll get a little bit better than that on Friday night.
Well, looking forward to it. Enjoy fight week, and best of luck.
Thank you very much.